Can a sewage treatment plant discharge into a pond?
Oh, okay. So with discharges, very much from a treatment plant, which is by far better, the treatment's performance in terms of the quality of discharge versus certainly a septic. The quality of water, you are still going to have some biological process and microorganisms escaping for the foul water treatment plants. So that is something to very much be considered because it will have an impact on the environment. The general binding rules will pretty much states that you will still need to discharge to ground from a septic tank or into a flowing watercourse. So the nutrients are not retained on the sites, they are channeled away. So there is less impact to the environment. Of course, that is very much subject to the amount of water being discharged as well. If you discharge into ground, you can only discharge up to 2 cubic meters. And if you go into a watercourse, it's 5 cubic meters per day. So that's generally based on, of course, the population size. So the more people you have, the more water you're going to discharge. That's something very much for all people to consider. If you're going to be going over those two volumes I just mentioned in terms of the discharge, so that's 2,000 for ground, 5,000 for a wastewater treatment plant going to a watercourse, you very much need to apply for a permit of discharge. And that permit of discharge will be in relation to the volume of discharge. Now, with the permit of discharge, that will then open the scope up for the way you can discharge the water. So that could include discharge into a pond under very special circumstances. It does also mean other types of discharge like boreholes and all that sort of stuff as well. So very much try and stick with the general binding rules where you can. Anything outside of that, you will need a permit for discharge.
Perfect. That answered. And if they would want to get a permit, where would they need to go?
The local environment agency for the area will generally issue them a permit for discharge based on, of course, the restrictions they have in place. And then they will also tell you how good the quality of effluent will need to be. So that would dictate whether you need to have a septic tank, a treatment plant, or maybe a treatment plant with additional features to try and bring that nutrient level and discharge down to a much better quality.
Perfect.